Can I give you another quick story?
Yes, please.
All right. I had a guy here in Huntsville. I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and there are more engineers here per capita than any other place in the world, practically. And this engineer, he's making more money now than he was when he first started with us 5 or 6 years ago. And because of that, the program was telling him he's going to now be able to pay off his mortgage. He has $260,000 left. He's going to be able to pay it off in 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only going to pay $16,000 in interest. Ooh, he said, that's great. And I said, you're paying off your loan too fast and you're not paying enough interest. He says, what do you mean? I thought that was the idea. I said, let's take $2,000 out of your budget. Let's tell the program you're making $2,000 a month less. Let the program recalculate, see what happens. So when the program recalculated, it says now you're going to be out of debt in 6.5 years. And now you're going to pay $20,000 in interest. He says, Don, that's worse. It's taking me longer. And now I got to pay 20 grand instead of 16 grand. I said, yes. But now what just happened here? Let's take a look at the whole story. For you to get out of debt in 3.5 years, we have to put that $2,000 back into your budget. Okay. For 3.5 years. 3 years is 36 months, correct?
Correct.
Another 6 months, that's 42 months. So that's 42 months that he has to put $2,000 back in. That's a total of $84,000, right?
Right.
To save an additional $4,000 in interest, to bring it back from 20,000 back down to 16,000. He's putting his money on 84 grand just to save $4,000 in interest. I asked him, wow, is that how you want to spend your money? Guess what he said?
What?
Heck to the no, but he didn't say it that way. All right, so Ms. Dedra, so this is what we're talking about. You're getting good results, but we want to know, is there a way to optimize your results with your money? So here's what we want to ask. How do I get the biggest bang for my money? How do I save the most money I can per dollar applied? Does that make sense now?
Yes, it does.
And our program will do all of the math for you and say, Ms. Dedra, you don't need to put down $6,000 every month. What you need to do is at strategic times during the year, apply this amount of money and no more. And we're going to tell you how much to apply to the penny. All the guesswork is going to be gone. And guess what you could do with the extra money you're not paying on the mortgage? Could you invest it somewhere else where you're making money?
Absolutely. There are some things that I want to do.
So then I asked the guy, why do you want to pay the house off so quickly? He said, so we can build our dream home. Right? So I said, well, you don't have to wait 3 years to do that. You can do that now. He says, well, how can I do that? I said, well, first of all, you're going to go down to my friend, the banker here downtown, and you're going to get a HELOC on your current home. Then how much is the home you're looking at? He says it's going to be around $700,000. So he says, okay, so now he's got his money from his HELOC. He's going to use that as his down payment on his dream home. They started building that home almost a year ago. It's almost completed. It's taken so long because he couldn't get building materials because of the pandemic. But because he started over a year ago, his $700,000 house is now worth $900,000. It's not even completed yet. He saw me in a restaurant. He's 6'3" and I'm 5'4". He picked me up in the restaurant. I took me off my feet to thank me for giving him that advice. And so what he's doing now, instead of trying to pay off that home he was in, he's going to put a renter in that home. He's going to pay off both homes in 10 years.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
This is what we're talking about, Ms. Dedra. I see what you're trying to do, but what most people get, they focus on, when can I pay off the loan? When they should be focused on, how cheaply can I pay off my loan? Does that make sense?
Okay, it does. Thank you very much.
Listen, and if you want to know how you can get all of this done for yourself and know that you're saving the maximum amount of money, let our computers do the work for you. And then you can also find a link that says get a savings and earnings report, and we'll show you the month, day, and year you could be debt free and how much interest you can save. And we're going to maximize it for you. How's that sound?
That sounds amazing.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. and it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.